Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of A Gardener's Journey Homestead. I am Barbara, and today I just want to take you along with me as I'm in the hot tunnel today and around the garden doing some chores. I got to water before it gets too hot in the greenhouse. I will take you and let you see a peek of the garden and see the progress that we're making. We're by no means all the way there, but I am happy to show you what I have done. And then also I'm going to show you, I'm going to start planting some more seeds today. Yes, I'm planting more seeds, but I'm going to do it a different way, and I want to show you the new way that I'm going to do it. So let's go along and see what's going on. So first, I'm stopping at the seed starting table. This tray right here, those are the flowers that I planted. I did a video probably a couple of weeks ago, so you can see that I had good germination for the most part, and they are doing well. I'm going to plant some of those out today in a couple of the beds. So I wanted to show you that, and then I'm going to water as well, and we'll go from there. So the first thing I'm going to do, this is one of the Vigo Garden metal raised beds. This is the bed where I have just flowers, and then of course opposite of it are the herbs. So I'm gonna plant this right here, a queen lime zinnia in this bed because I think that'll be really pretty. I'm excited to try this variety of zinnia. Okay, so what you saw me plant was I did a queen lime zinnia, which on the picture looks so pretty. I cannot wait to see it. In the raised bed, the circular raised bed, and then in the other bed that's nothing but flowers, I planted a calendula playtime mix and a calendula snowball princess. So now I'm gonna I've already watered the first part of the greenhouse, so I'm gonna water the second half of the tunnel, and then I'm gonna show you the seeds I'm starting my new way. Okay guys, I'm back at the seed starting table, and so I'm going to start some more seeds. So first let me tell you why I'm starting more seeds, and then also what I'm using that is new. Okay, so that breeze feels really good. So I'm starting more seeds. So it's mid-May here, and so you guys know I started my seeds like end of February, March, and I did a lot of seeds. I probably did over 200, right? And that's what I've been using to plant the garden. I planted in the raised beds in the hot tunnel. But I'm planting more seeds for a couple of reasons. One, as you know, I have garlic in the back of my house that'll be ready probably, I would say, 30 days or less, right? So it'll be June. Y'all, that's just the beginning of summer. And I don't want that bed to be empty. So I'm planting some more seeds today to fill that bed for sure. And so I'm going to do some tomatoes and peppers. I'm also going to do watermelon seeds to go out in the garden because I don't have the row ready to plant my watermelon in the ground. So I'm just going to go ahead and get it started. So I'm going to do that today. So that's the reason why I'm starting seeds. So one, I have watermelons and cantaloupe that I want to plant, but the in-ground garden, that particular space that I'm going to put it in, is not completely ready yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and start those now. Plus I want to do the garlic bed in the back of my house. Plus I have the greens and the kale in the hot tunnel. You know, they're not going to make it through the summer. It's getting really hot here. It's supposed to be in the 90s this week. I'm in zone 7A in Tennessee. It's supposed to be in the 90s this week, which is the first 90. And y'all, it's just May. Like, we haven't even gotten to like summer for real. And so I know it's going to get too hot in the greenhouse. And so I expect that the greens and kale, I'm expecting I'll get one more harvest, and yeah, and they're probably going to bolt. And so that means that whole row of greens and kale is going to be empty. I'm not sure what I'm going to plant there yet. But anyway, I'm just going to plant some stuff to be prepared and because I want to try my new method, right? Okay, so here's what I'm doing. So I'm doing soil blocking, okay? So for those of you who don't know what soil blocking is, I have bought a soil block. It looks like this. This is a five soil block. They come in different configurations. You can get 4, you can get 5, you can get 20. This is what they call a handheld. They even have some that are, that's not the word automatic, but it's a different kind that's really, really pricey. Okay, so I bought one from Amazon probably about a month ago, tried it and was going to show you guys. It didn't work. I didn't like it. I sent it back. This right here is from Johnny's. Okay, Johnny's, where you get the seeds. Okay, the price point, so the one I got from Amazon, because I was just trying it out and I didn't want to invest a lot, I think I spent 30 bucks. I think it was $29.99, right? I got it. It didn't work. I sent that back. This one at Johnny's, it was $45. So I went up in price, but I saw somebody else using this and they used the 21 and they were having good success. So I was like, either I don't know what I'm doing, or the one I bought at first was crap. Okay, so I've already tested it out because I didn't want to do it live with y'all and it not work. Right. So I did one test. It worked perfectly. So I'm going to show you exactly how to use it. So here is the reason why you want to use soil blocks. Here's an alternative. Let me just say that. Not that it is the supreme method and you have to do it that way. But the research that I've done and what I've seen, the soil block, and again, this is going to be the finished product. You can see what it's going to look like. Oh, I just messed that up. Okay, that's okay. No problem. Because I moved it too fast, it literally just messed up. We're just going to put that right back in here. We're just going to do it again. Not a problem. That's live TV for you, y'all. But anyway, the soil block is going to be exactly what it is. It's a block of soil. So just imagine if, let's take this here. So imagine if I took this out of the seed starting cup, right? It's just getting messy. That's what it would look like. Okay, that wasn't a good demonstration because I just watered it, so that's not a good demonstration. But just imagine if I took this out of the seed cup and you just have the soil block. That's basically what we're doing, and we're not going to put it in a cup. It's just going to stay in the soil block. So like I said, you can get different configurations of this. This is a 5, and you can see the size, but then you can up pot to bigger soil block sizes, right? And so you can go from small, excuse me, so you can up pot to bigger soil sizes. So you can see the size of this one right here and what the soil blocks are going to look like. And then you can up pot that into something bigger, a bigger soil block as you're going through your process. So just like you would transplant or up pot your seedlings from a 2-inch cup to a 5-inch cup, like I did my tomatoes, you can do the same thing with soil blocks because they come in different sizes, right? The other thing that I like about this one, if you can see, let me see if I can. You see these little holes? They're called dibblers. And so it puts an indentation in the soil block. And so that's where you put your seed. So I like that. The one I got on Amazon did not have that. So I like that feature as well. And then the cool thing, and the best thing, you just take your soil block and you plant it directly in the ground. So one of the reasons why they say that this is a really good method of planting seeds is, one, it is less expensive because you're not having to buy all these cups, right? The second thing is there's no transplant shock because it is literally soil in a block that's kind of formed, just like it would be in this cup. But you just take it from that. When it's ready to go to the ground as normal, you would put it in the ground. And so there's no transplant shock. The roots develop faster. Again, this is my first time trying it. And I wanted to try to see how it works. And so I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So basically, I just took one of my 10-20 trays from Bootstrap Farmer and I filled it with potting mix and then I wet it. So I don't know if you can see the consistency, but basically, again, it was really dry and I have it the consistency of kind of this right here. It's kind of like moist, but no water's coming out. So think about, you know, the end product is for it to be a block. So you know that in order for it to be a block, it has to be moist in order for it to form, so to speak. And so you just want to kind of get it, I would say more moist than dry, not sopping wet, because if it's sopping wet, obviously it's not going to form. So you have to kind of just play with it. I just kept doing mine around as I put the water in it. I just filled this up with potting mix and put water in it and got it to a consistency that I thought would work. Okay, so I just have a 10-20 tray of potting mix. Then I take the soil block, and then you're just gonna move it around in here. If you can see, move it around in here. Basically, you're just getting the soil in the thing, right? So I'm just moving it around to fill it up, so to speak. So it's almost like playing in Play-Doh almost. So you can see here that it's full. I'm gonna just, you know, what I call topping it off, right? So that it's smooth. Packing it down. And again, y'all, I'm doing this. I only made one block before I'm showing you live, so I'm still learning. But I'm just kind of like packing it in like that. And then you see this handle, you're basically just gonna depress the handle. Okay, so you can see there's a handle here. And you see this part right here, I'm just lifting that up so that it will release. Basically, if you can see. It's gonna come up. It's empty. And let me try to show you what this looks like without me messing it up. I'm sorry, the sun is really, really bright. Okay, can you guys see that? The sun is bright, but you can see I have 5 little squares. They all have indentations, and that's where the seed is gonna go. Just like that. So I'm gonna keep just doing this. I'm gonna fill this all up with blocks and see how many I can get in there. I'm assuming I got 5 right now, 10. I should be able to probably get 40 or so. So I'm gonna keep doing this, and I'll show you the end product, and then we're gonna put some seeds in. So the watermelon seeds I'm doing, some dirt in my hair, is the Sugar Baby watermelon seeds. And then I have these. I've had these for a while. And y'all, these seeds are old, but seeds want to grow, right? So there's not an expiration date. Let me just rephrase that. The date was 2020. I'm going to plant them and they're going to grow. Watch. So I may just do 2 seeds since they're a little older, but I want to use up these seeds because these are some of my older ones. So I have the Sugar Baby watermelon, and then I have a cantaloupe. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, guys, here's the finished product. I was going to do a time lapse of me actually planting the seeds, but forgot to hit record. So it's got done. So the seeds are in there. And so you saw the little holes. I put about 2 or 3 seeds for the watermelon just because they were, you know, older. And then I did, so I did 3 rows. The first 3 rows I did our watermelon. The very last row is the cantaloupe. So, and then all I did was I just put a little bit more potting mix on top of it to cover it. So the soil block didn't come with any directions. Basically what I showed you is intuitive in what I've seen other people do when they've done soil blocking. But the hole lets you know where to put the seed, which is great, in the center of the soil block. But also it didn't say cover it, but I know that it needs soil over. So I just put a little light covering of soil. So there you have it. So we'll see what happens. Of course, I'll let you guys know how this experiment goes. So y'all, I've been out here for about an hour and the temperature has really amped up. It is now, let's see. It's it says it's 102 in the greenhouse. It's hot. So I'm about to wrap this up. So thank you guys for going on the journey with me of watering, planting some flowers, and then also trying my new soil block method to start seeds. So I have plenty more seeds to start. It's not going to happen this morning. We have to because it feels much better outside than it actually does in the greenhouse. We'll do that another time. But I'll let you know how the soil blocking goes, and we'll see if we have some sprouts in the next 5 to 7 days of the watermelon and the cantaloupe. But thank you guys so much for joining. Remember, gardening is a journey, and it's fun to try new things. And again, this is not my main crop. You guys know I've already planted lots of seeds. I've already, you know, got 75% of my garden done. And so if this doesn't work, then I'll try it again. You know, that's the way it goes. And I'm not dependent on, I can always restart next week. Or whatever. I can always direct seed in the ground when my row gets ready, or I can buy transplants. So it's not a big deal. But this is how you learn. This is how you grow. And so remember, it is a journey. Let's grow together. I'll see you next time.